All right, today we are going to dive into one of the most important, most useful little words in the entire English language. It's a word you use constantly, probably without even thinking about it, and that word is can.
So, what if I told you that English has a secret superverb? Yep, a single word that unlocks your abilities, opens up all kinds of possibilities, and just makes our conversations flow. Well, we're about to explore all of its incredible power, together.
But before we can unlock its three main superpowers, we've got to get the basics down. And here's the best part. The rules for using can are super simple. Seriously, they're easy to remember and they never ever change.
Okay, so the first thing you need to know is that can is what's called a modal verb. Now, don't let that fancy grammar term scare you off. All it really means is that it's a special kind of helper verb, and its number one feature, it never changes. I can, you can, she can, it's always just can. Easy, right?
Just take a look here. It doesn't matter if you're saying something positive, something negative, or asking a question, can stays the same. And get this, the verb that comes right after it, in this case play, it doesn't change either. No adding an S for he or she. This simple consistency is exactly what makes can so easy to use and so powerful.
All right, the rules are down. You've got it. Now for the fun part. It is time to unlock the very first superpower of can. And this one is all about you, what you're able to do, your own skills, your hidden talents, all of it.
I mean, think about it. She can sing. My grandfather can use a computer. These are all just abilities, right? Can is the little word that brings them to life. It's our simplest, most direct way to talk about what someone is capable of.
So let's make this personal for a second. What's a special skill that you have? Go on, try saying it out loud. I can. What is it? Maybe you can cook, maybe you can speak another language, or maybe you can solve a Rubik's Cube. Go ahead, claim that ability.
So, we've just covered what we know we're able to do. But what about all the things that might happen? Well, that brings us to the second superpower of can, unlocking the future and talking about possibilities.
Now, with this power, we're not talking about things that are 100% certain. It can rain tomorrow, but, it might not. You can arrive at 6, but that's not a guarantee. Can gives us this fantastic, flexible way to talk about what's probable, what could happen, without being totally sure. Let's try this one out too. Think about the rest of your day. What's something that can happen? Maybe you can finish your work early, or you can watch a movie tonight. See? Using can helps you imagine all the different paths your day could take.
And for our third and final power, we're shifting gears from abilities and possibilities to people. This is the social superpower of can. It's how we use it to navigate our world politely, to ask for permission, and to make requests.
Now there's a subtle but really important difference here. On the left, you've got permission. Can I sit here? You're asking if you are allowed to do something. But on the right, it's a request. Can you help me? Now you're asking someone else to do something for you. Same word, but the direction of the action is completely different.
Let's see how this plays out in a real, everyday conversation. It starts with a classic request. Can you find my glasses, James? So someone is asking for help, and they're also using can't to explain their own inability.
And the reply? James agrees, but then he makes a request of his own. Can you wait? He's asking for a little patience. This shows how can helps keep the conversation polite and collaborative, even when there's a little delay.
And finally, we get the resolution. You can look for it after your call. That right there, that's pure permission. The first person is saying it's totally okay for you to do that. And just like that, in 3 short lines, we've seen requests and permissions handled perfectly, all thanks to our superverb.
And there you have it. The 3 core powers are now officially unlocked. You can now use can to talk about your abilities, to explore future possibilities, and to ask nicely for what you need.
So remember, this isn't just a grammar lesson. It's a powerful tool for communication. Now that you're aware of these 3 powers, listen for them. Use them. The real question is, how will you use the power of can today?